YNW Melly will be forced to quit music because of this reason. If you are a YNW Melly fan, make sure you watch this video all the way until the end because true fans will definitely need to hear this. Also, if you are a YNW Melly fan, make sure you leave a like on this video right now. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you would like to join our iPhone X giveaway. Now, YNW Melly, the creator of the hit songs such as Mixed Personalities, Mama Cry, and Blue Balenciagas, is the perfect example honestly on what not to do once you become a famous rapper in the game. Now, YNW Melly at a very young age of only 19 years old could potentially be facing life locked up due to him allegedly taking out his two best friends, otherwise known as YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser, back in October 26 of 2018. On October 26 of 2018, YNW Melly and his three friends, YNW Juvie, YNW Sack Chaser, and YNW Bortland, otherwise known as Cortland Henry, were out driving around when allegedly YNW Melly came across a drive-by, and in the drive-by, only YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser were taking out sadly, and they actually sadly ended up passing away. Now, Juvie and Sack Chaser were longtime friends of YNW Melly, and they've even said so in the documentary that YNW Melly made about his life and all of that, what he's been through as a child and stuff like that here on YouTube. He even said that all three of them were brothers and nothing would ever tear them apart. Well, little did you know that maybe something actually did tear these three apart, as the police did their investigation, and it turns out that it was actually impossible that a car could have drove by Melly's car and did this quote-unquote drive-by, because how the incident happened inside of the car where YNW Melly and YNW Bortland were sitting inside of the car, it makes sense if it was them two who did it rather than a car driving by them and doing what they said happened. Now, YNW Melly did plead non-guilty while in court, and a lot of people are talking about it and saying that there was no way that YNW Melly could have done this and all of that. But after you kind of read through the evidence that was found by the police, it kind of does show in the way that YNW Melly did actually in fact do this. Now, right now, what the evidence has is actually kind of small, but it is pretty convincing, honestly, I must have to say. And right now, the one kind of main piece of evidence that they have is the fact that there was a bullet casing inside of the car where YNW Melly was. And in case you are just kind of unaware on how firearms actually work, is wherever you fire it, that's where the casing goes. There'll be like this little casing that flies out of the back. You've probably seen it in movies and stuff like that. So I mean, if there was a casing that was found inside of the car, that would mean that there was something fired inside of the car. And for YNW Melly's case, this is actually kind of looking absolutely terrible because YNW Melly described this incident as a drive-by, and typically during those, you don't leave your car. Like, I mean, you might leave your car to get a closer, target and stuff like that, but you don't go in the other person's car. And how this casing was found inside of the car would mean that these guys had to, get inside of YNW Melly's car, which they never said happened. So, I mean, it's kind of pretty good evidence showing that Melly is the one who did it. But I'm hoping that maybe they have, a reasonable explanation for this, because I would hate to see Melly get locked up over it. Now, as I said, YNW Melly did say that he was innocent, and even backed up this statement by writing this to his Instagram page and saying this, and I quote, "To all my fans and supporters, no, I did not get locked up in Washington, but I am turning myself in today. I want you guys to know that I love you and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple months ago, I lost my two brothers by violence, and now the system wants to find justice. Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but no worries, God is with me and my brother, and we want y'all to remember it's YNW family, I love you, #FreeUs. Now, I just showed the photo and the caption of what Melly posted to his Instagram, and just let's talk about it a little bit. So, YNW Melly released a documentary talking about his life growing up and his close brothers and whatnot, and in the documentary, these two guys were actually talked about a lot. They were even in the documentary a lot on film. They seemed very close and had very good things to say about one another, so Melly could honestly be telling the truth here in this situation. Just one thing I don't understand is, I think to take out two people, there needs to be some sort of motive for it to happen, and especially if the two people you're talking about taking out are your close brothers, there needs to be some sort of motive behind it, and honestly, I personally don't believe that Melly did it. As we said earlier, we did say there was a casing found in the car. I am hoping that's, something totally, not even about this case. Maybe it's just there from leftover. Maybe they went to a range or something, but still, I'm hoping that's the case for that. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll see how this all plays out. Now anyways guys, it has been District Trending. I am ending the video here. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anyways, it's been District Trending and I'm out. Peace.